Welcome everyone to IAS by Heart YouTube channel. This is yet another session of prelims heist, and this is going to be a one-stop solution to crack prelims. And this is going to be a geography class 3. Let's jump into the questions directly. If you haven't watched the previous episodes of prelims heist, please go and watch it because it will be very helpful in developing a basic concept of cracking prelims. Let's jump to the question. This is a map-based, an international map-based question. As we have seen in the past year question paper, UPSC has a instinct of getting more map-based questions, and this is an attempt to crack that question. Okay, we have two statements here. We will go by understanding each of the statements. African continent is separated from Europe by Red Sea. Okay, so the important points here is African continent and separated from Europe. Okay, the second statement, Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest peak of Africa. Okay, let's go by decoding each of the statement. We know Europe is somewhat here. Okay, second is Africa is somewhat here. Okay, and what we have is Arabian Peninsula. This is the sea which divides the Europe and the African continent. Africa, Europe, Arabian Peninsula. Here is Red Sea. Okay, here is Mediterranean Sea. So it is not separated by Red Sea, but it is separated by Mediterranean Sea. So this statement is wrong. Second statement, Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest peak of Africa. Yes, it is the highest peak of Africa. This statement is right. So answer is going to be B, only 2. So we have few points about Red Sea here. Red Sea is what separate between Africa and Arabian Peninsula. Africa and Arabian Peninsula. Okay. We'll understand few important points about the Red Sea. The Red Sea bordering countries. This is better if you memorize these. So we have Egypt, Sudan, Djibouti, Eritrea from Africa, and Yemen and Saudi Arabia from the Arabian Peninsula. So this is the important points which you will have to understand. We'll quickly move to the next question. So what we have here, a surprise bonanza. Okay, we have a question where conceptual and factual thing is required. I'll tell you how. Okay, so which of the following are correct about Rift Valley? Okay, so here you will have to understand what is Rift Valley. Conceptual, what is Rift Valley? So Rift Valley is something, a valley formed due to divergent plate boundary. We'll understand this deep better. We'll look into the statement. It is a long deep valley formed due to the cracks or rifts in the land. This is a true statement. It is bound by wall-like steep slopes on the sides. Yes, this is also a true statement. Answer is going to be both 1 and 2. Okay, we'll look how. In the first class of geography prelims heist, we have studied how sea floor spreading is caused by a divergent boundary. When the divergent boundary is over water mass, there is sea floor spreading. When the divergent boundary is over land mass, there is Rift Valley. That's the only difference. Okay, this is how a Rift Valley is formed. There will be divergence between plates, and there will be eruption, and it will develop into a basin. There will be water accumulation here. Finally, it develops into an ocean. So Rift Valley finally develops into an ocean. That's how the oceans of today, maybe the Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean is a great example. That's how these oceans are formed. We'll move on to the next question. Here we have something about the Indian geography probably. Here we have alluvial soil found in India. We'll have to know how alluvial soil is formed and where are these depositions. Okay, let's see. Before going to the question, I'll tell you a small point about alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is a soil of deposition. Okay, that's perfect. Alluvial soil, soil of deposition by rivers. Okay. Northern plains, yes, because it's drained by the Ganges and there will be alluvial soil, obviously, and it is also single largest belt of alluvial soil in India. Western coastal plains, no. Though they are drained by small rivers, but there is no deposition of alluvial soil. There are many reasons for this. One is because the river course is small. Second is because there are since it plunges into the ocean directly, there is also no deposition here. There is no time for the rivers to deposit, so they don't deposit here. Their velocity is also high, so no deposition. Only when the velocity is low, the deposition will be more. Okay. Eastern coastal plain, yes, directly yes. We have Ganges, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri depositions in the eastern coastal plain. So 2 is wrong, 1 is right, 3 is right. 4 deltas of Mahanadi, Godavari, yes, exactly. That's what I discussed in the previous statement. Yes. 1, 3 and 4. Do we have? Yes. What about 5? No. Because in the geography class 2 of prelims east, we had discussed how Deccan Plateau is being covered with black soil. We had discussed how black soil is covering the Deccan Plateau, and black soil is also known as cotton, black cotton soil or regur. Okay, fine. We'll study important points of the alluvial soil. Alluvial soil in India is about 43% suitable for paddy. Okay, they are depositional soil. This is the most important thing because they are deposited by rivers. That's how you decode how the places are. Okay, fine. Moving to the next question. So we have the important, before that we have important rich in potash, phosphorus. They are suited for wheat, rice, maize, sugarcane, pulses, etc. Okay, next question. Consider the following statement. In comparison to Pacific and Atlantic Ocean, the marginal seas in Indian Ocean are more in number. Okay. Java Sunda Trench is the deepest trench of Indian Ocean. Okay. So this both statement put us in a kind of critical analysis if we don't know the factual base correctly. Okay. But if I'm going to understand it deep and better, I might know this statement is wrong. Because in comparison to Pacific and Atlantic Ocean, marginal seas of Indian Ocean are less in number because Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean have more marginal seas. Okay. More marginal seas connect to the ocean. But second statement I can be pretty sure about because Java Trench is the deepest trench of Indian Ocean. So answer is going to be B, only 2. Okay. So what we have is distributed mainly in Western Pacific Ocean, marginal seas. Marginal seas are small seas that connect to the ocean. Sunda Trench is Java Trench is ocean trench in Indian Ocean near Sumatra. This is also a place where the 2004 tsunami got its epicenter. Okay. Next question. What we have here? Which of the following lakes, seas have the highest salinity? Okay. This is something related to salinity. This question is regarding salinity. There have been many questions regarding salinity in UPSC. For example, they have even in mains 2018 they were discussing about variation of salinity. And one question in geography option, there was a question regarding salinity economic importance to India. So there has been a constant question in UPSC regarding salinity. So it's better you understand the salinity concept continuously. Salinity is measured in parts per trillion, as you know. This is a symbol. This is very important. This is an easy question. Okay, we'll go by decoding it. Statement 1. Lake Van, yes, it's in Turkey. It has highest salinity. Dead Sea, of course, high salinity. Baltic Sea, no, because this is drained by more glaciers and fresh water. Okay, so this does not have a great amount of salinity. And I'm not sure about 4, so we'll go to the statement 5. Great Salt Lake, yes, it has highest salinity. Okay, let's see if we can decode with this option. 1, 2 and 5, do we have? Yes, so 4 is wrong. This is just going by an intuition. This is how you will have to attempt your UPSC prelims question paper also. Answer is going to be B, 1 to 5. We'll study more about that as we are already discussed about salinity. Salinity is being measured in parts per 1000 ppt. Salinity, this is ppt. Okay. Lake Van 330 ppt, Dead Sea 240 ppt, Baltic Sea, yes, 10 ppt, White Sea 28 ppt, and this is in Russia. Even I didn't know. So I attempted the question and I got it right without even knowing where is White Sea. Okay, this is how you will have to decode. Great Salt Lake, I just went with an intuition, and it's in United States. Okay, let's move to the next question. What we have in the next question, okay, this is a map based Indian geography question. Okay, correct order of mountains from east to west. In the earlier class of geography prelims Hayes, we had seen about rivers, specifically of Indus, and now this is arrangement of mountains. Here we'll go. There are 4 mountains here. I know Garo, Khasi, Jaintia, Naga Hills is the right order. Okay, these 3 hills are in Meghalaya, and this is Nagaland. Okay, like this you can directly, this is a very easy question. If you had seen the maps of the northeastern India, you would have cleanly got it. This is how it will be. Here will be Garo, Khasi and Jaintia from the Meghalayan region, and here you have Naga Hills, which is also known as Nagaland, the state covering that mountain region. Moving to the next 27th question. Okay, consider the following statement. Okay, this is a conceptual question from geography. Okay, what they have given us isotherms. We know there are many things called isotherm, isobar. These are the important things. You will have to study these small definitions to understand this question better. Okay, isotherm is a line on a map connecting points having the same pressure at a given time or on an average over a given period. Important things are isotherm, line, same pressure, given time, given period. Okay, this statement is wrong because isotherm is about same temperature and not pressure. Okay, the second statement, so this statement is wrong. I can safely strike these statements. Second statement is water and land are heated at different rates. Yes, obviously, because the specific heat capacity of water is high in comparison to land. So land gets heated fast in comparison to water. So answer is going to be B, 2 only. So this is going to be the definition. This is not same pressure, pardon me, this is same temperature. Specific heat capacity of water is greater than land. Yes, that is the reason why they are getting heated differently. Okay, fine. Next question. Consider the following islands of Japan from north to south. There have been many questions regarding to North Korea, but that doesn't mean we'll have to skip a neighboring country called Japan, whose map we should also study. There is every possibility there will be question from Japan. So we should also have a basic. It's very difficult to understand everything about Japan because Japan is a volcanic region where there are many peaks and physical geography things. But what we can understand is little basic things. Here, islands of Japan. Okay, some people may not know, but this is how it works. We'll have to know the basic islands of Japan alone. Let's see what we have. Honshu, Hokkaido, Shikoku, Kyushu. Okay, these are the important islands of Japan. Okay, Honshu, Hokkaido, Shikoku, Kyushu. Okay, Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, Shikoku. Okay, Hokkaido, Honshu, Kyushu, Shikoku. Okay, but the right answer is Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, Kyushu. You can remember this like HHSK. This will be better, but between H and H you will have to differentiate, which is Hokkaido, which is the largest. Hokkaido has a large number of alphabets. The largest name, Hokkaido first, Honshu next, then SK, HHSK. You can memorize this. Okay, let's go to the answer. Answer is D. Hokkaido, Honshu, SK, Shikoku, HHSK. Okay, next question. Which of the following tribe is not related to Himachal Pradesh? Tribes and states. Okay, Gadi, okay, Gujjar, Lamba. Many of these people would not have here these tribes, but this Gadi tribes is mentioned in your NCERT with regard to Himachal Pradesh. I know this is not the right, which are not related to, though, so this is related to Himachal Pradesh, so this cannot be right. With respect to Lamba, I'm not sure where Lamba comes, but I know Gujjar is a tribes of J&K, Jammu and Kashmir, so I can safely choose option B as Gujjar. I'll tell you some important points of Gujjar. They are pastoralist. They wander from the hilltops to the valley bottoms. Okay, they'll wander from this, hence they are known as pastoralists for their own living. This is basic thing about Gujars, and we have something important about Gujarat class as scheduled tribes in Jammu and Kashmir according to census 2011. Is the most popular scheduled tribe of Jammu and Kashmir. So you'll have to understand this more. Moving to the next thing. Consider the following statement. Okay. Oh, this is regarding Indian territorial extent. Pardon me for poor map drawing. Okay. Thank you. India's territorial extent towards 12 nautical miles. We have something called territorial limit and exclusive economic zone. Territorial limit is still 12 nautical miles and exclusive economic zone extends up to extra 12 nautical miles. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, the territorial limit is 12 nautical miles. This is a right statement. India's southern boundary extends up to 6 degree 45 minutes north latitude. Yes, this is 6 degree 45 minutes north latitude. This is also a right statement. 92 degree 30 minutes east has been selected as the standard meridian of India. We know standard meridian is a meridian which is used to get the time, IST, Indian Standard Time of India. This has been used because there was a proposal to get 2 time zones for India, one for the northeast and one for the mainland of India, but it was rejected. So this was a news. 82 degree 30 minutes east has been selected, but 92 degree 30 minutes east is very far. It will be coming along here, but we know 82 degree 30 minutes east, which passes through Uttar Pradesh, is the standard meridian of India. So 3 is wrong. Answer is going to be B, 1 and 2 only. 82 degree 30 minutes east has been selected as standard meridian of India, IST. So with this, we'll be winding up this session of prelims haste. Hope the 10 questions were very helpful for you in your preparation. We'll be meeting in another session of prelims haste. Thank you. This is Saran Kumar signing off.